Hey everybody, and welcome back to the next part in my Line 6 Dialing In series. This time I'm fulfilling a request I've had a couple of times, and just actually last week, I can't remember who actually asked me, but one of the viewers, to do the divided by 13 amp, which I believe is well, I'm not really familiar with these amps in real life. The JRT model, I believe is what it's called. So I didn't really research too much about it. I think from what I understand, it has two different sets of power tubes that you can switch between, two different drive voicings and whatnot. I didn't really dive into that too much, more just thought I'm gonna see if I can dial this in to sound good. So I don't know what these amps really sound like. I haven't listened to them, never played through them, but I came up with something that I thought sounded good and usable. What I did here, I couldn't really think of a guitar solo, sort of a classic solo that this would work with. I probably could have picked anything, but I just found a Larry Carlton style backing track on YouTube. I downloaded that, and I tried soloing over it, just a couple short, I don't know what I did, like 8-bar solos. Actually 3 of them, using 3 different guitars, so you could kind of hear it, this preset, the lead snapshot anyways of this preset with 3 different guitars. So I did the first one with the Revstar 620, another one with the Godin Montreal Premier Supreme that I have, and the other one with the new Fender Mexican Telly I have. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold, so my throat's a little bit scratchy today, but... so anyways, yeah, you go check out that performance video and you can kind of hear how this tone sounds with no processing after the fact and just changing between different guitars within a mix. So something you might want to hear. I thought it sounded pretty good. It worked out all right. So let's dive over to HX Edit and take a look. Again, what I did is 4 snapshots like I oftentimes do: clean, push, OD, and lead. Starting at the end of my chain again, typical LA Studio comps, typical settings I use. Nothing on the EQ other than the normal low cuts and high cuts I have at 100 hertz and 12 kilohertz. Reverb, I went with a room verb. Now, I noticed here, what did I do? I did this a few days ago. So I altered this with snapshots. Okay, so basically on snapshot 1, the clean snapshot, I had a little bit more decay at 5 and a little bit more mix at 40%. Which on the other 3 snapshots I brought back to a decay of 4 and a mix of 30%, just to give the clean a little bit more verb. But I mean, again, that's up to you guys to do whatever you want with. You can tweak that to your heart's desire. I did use a transistor tape, note sync of quarter notes. I think I have this at 138.6 up here tempo-wise because that's what the backing track was at. So I just tempoed that in with my foot. Feedback of 18%, mix of 30%. Pretty typical settings for me. That's only engaged on the lead snapshot in this preset. Split crossover set at 650 hertz, a little bit of a boost of 3.5 dB of all the frequencies above 650 hertz, and nothing done below. So just to give it a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more cut in the mix. Now, this is what was interesting. I don't think I liked whatever the stock cab came up with on the Divided Duo. I can't remember what it was. It comes up with the 112 Celestion 12H. Okay, let's get rid of that block. I wasn't really liking the sound no matter what I did with that particular stock cab, so I switched it over to one of my favorites, the 212 Interstate, and I set that with a mic, a 160 ribbon mic, distance of 5.5 inches back, and I found that gave me the tone that I was really looking for with the amp. So let's take a look at the settings in the amp. On my clean snapshot, I went drive 1 of 3.3 and drive 2 of 3.3, tone at 7, cut at 1.9, presence at 6.8. Okay, channel volume at 10 and master at 7.5. Now you might say, well, what do these different ones do? The drive controls, and I did this a few days ago, so I can't remember which one is which. It seemed to me one drive was a little bit brighter sound, which makes sense, and one was a little bit more warmer so I can't remember the order of those. You can play around with those to sort of hear what you found, but between my snapshots, I balanced it the way that I thought it sounded good, right? Which is really what matters in the end. The tone control, let's take a look at what that does. Well, let's listen to this tone first. So this is on the neck pickup. Okay, let's see what the tone does. So I have it set at 7. If we bring it all the way back, so the lower setting warms it up, a little more bright at the higher settings. I found 7 was good. The cut control I have at 1.9. Seems like it cuts some highs and high mids out, right? So if you want to bite more, you're going to have that at lower settings. I had it at 1.9. And presence is 6.8. So that was the tone, basically. Bridge pickup. Sounded good, almost a country twang to it. So not bad stuff. All right, so what did I do on the next snapshot was push. So the drives both got pushed up to 5. I was keeping them equal because it seemed to sound really good that way. Did I change any of the other settings? Not too much, right? So tone and cuts stayed 7 and 1.9. Changed the master also, and so the master went from 7.5 to 8.8 and brought the channel volume down to compensate in volume. So that sounded like this now. Neck pickup. So equally good for a nice punchy power chord. A little fatter on the neck pickup. Middle position. All right, so not bad tone. What did I do when we go up to the overdrive snapshot? So this was kind of funny. I played around with the drives. I got rid of drive 1, cranked drive 2 up to 9. Tone, let's see here, goes from 7 to 6, cut stayed at 1.9. Master went up to 10, and everything else the same except the channel volume. Again, that just changes to keep the volumes matched to where I wanted them. So this on the bridge pickup sounds like this. Almost a fuzzy sound, like a fuzz pedal almost, you know? Neck pickup. Real woolly low end, like I said, very fuzz-like. Kind of actually enjoying that for certain things, but really good on the bridge pickup. And then what did we do for the lead snapshot? And this is the one you're going to hear in the performance video I put up as at the same time as this video. So the drive 1 and 2 both cranked to 10, right? Tone stayed at 6, the same as the last snapshot, 1.9. On the cut, presence stayed at 6.8, channel volume slight adjustment, and master up to 10. So this is just wide open as far as the master and the drives, and the delay comes in on this one. neck pickup. It's almost that low end fuzziness when it's on the neck pickup. So that's that snapshot that I used untouched in the mix in that performance video with the 3 different guitars, so you can hear what that sounds like. So what do you guys think? I hope you like it. I said I don't know if that's very divided by 13 like, because I've never played one of the amps in real life. I've maybe heard them, you know, if it was played on something that I didn't realize it was being played on. But anyways, I think it's a useful 4 snapshot preset, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It'll be up on Custom Tone at the time that this video is released, and you guys can grab it from there and give it a whirl with your own system. And I hope you guys enjoy. So thanks so much for tuning in again. Please like the video and share it if you don't mind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support, and I'll be back soon with some more content. Ciao for now, guys. Take care.